Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 9th of December, 2022. A great streaming day yet again. Let's talk. First of all, on today's episode of the Level 1 podcast in the morning, we talked all about the Game Awards, and I actually tried out a new feature here on YouTube where you can actually open up Q&A with your viewers. So the way it works is I say, Q&A time, and people can actually submit formally their questions for Q&A, and all I can see on my screen is the questions. I can't see other live dialogue going on. I have the ability to select a question for Q&A and paste it to the stream. Now all of you see that question on your screens as I have the ability to answer it live, so you know what I'm answering. It's kind of neat. It's kind of an interesting concept. And then when I'm done with that question, I remove it, and then I go back to my listing of questions you guys have been submitting, and I pull some more. So it worked pretty well. I like it. It's a new feature. Like I said, just added it a little while ago, and maybe I can, utilize this for the podcast or for, Ask the King Q&A and other things in the future. We'll see. But went well. We talked a lot about the Game Awards this morning. Shared a lot of my feelings. The first gameplay stream today was the conclusion of the Callisto protocol. Went really well. What I mean by that is, was playing and having a good time with it. The end game is very difficult. There was actually a few situations where I had to fight mini boss / bosses in smaller confined areas that it's a lot tougher than it was previously. There's one situation where a guy spawns. He's a boss type character. He insta kills you if he catches you. But as you're running through the hallways, other enemies spawn. So you have to try to find the ideal place to fight this guy so he's not pulling other enemies as well. I got it done. The final boss was also quite a challenging, annoying grind style boss. But at the same time, this felt to me like classic survival horror. Like that's how the olden survival horror games used to be. Ultimately, I liked the ending. I liked the story. I liked the game. I don't want to give my full thoughts in this daily wrap simply because I did, and when Callisto Protocol ended, like I spent 20 extra minutes in that final video, not only summarizing my thoughts about how much I liked the game, because I really did like the game, but in addition, how I feel that people on the internet treated this game incredibly unfairly, literally for clickbait views and or to ride that bandwagon of hating on the game so that they had something to do that day. All right, it's kind of sad. There's a lot of content creators out there that lack originality, and they just have to bandwagon onto what everyone else is saying so that they feel like they're part of that mob of, we're the in crowd of people who all kind of agree, when they can't factually justify the shit that they say or do. They're just doing it to be part of that in crowd. And therefore, we had something to do today, right? I'm not going to name names, but, over the course of me playing the game, people told me about 3 or 4 different content creators that rage quit the game relatively early on, and all literally said the same thing about it, and none of it's factually justified. So, want my opinion, watch the end of the playthrough. I pretty much destroy them all. And I hope that you'll enjoy the end because I love the game. If you like classic survival horror with a modern twist, that's exactly what Callisto Protocol is. I loved it. There you go. Okay, so that was the first stream. Now, because we finished Callisto Protocol on the first stream, that allowed me to then do a late night stream or whatever I wanted. And I had announced that if we had time, we were going to do the return, one night only, of Friday Night Fights. We were going to bring back old school Street Fighter and or fighting games and see how it went. So we did. Tonight we played the Capcom Fighting Collection on PlayStation. This game has gone through numerous sales over the past couple of months. That didn't affect anything. I literally was playing against the same people who I was playing months ago. The good news is, for the most part, we got a lot of matches in. I even played some high-ranked matches in Street Fighter 2. It went pretty well. Had fun doing it. Some really good Darkstalkers fights were done tonight. And even though we didn't consistently get matches all night, because people were there to chill, we had fun. We had fun conversation. We had a good relaxing session. There was some Q&A, some interaction, while also there were matches in between. So it went really well. I want to say thanks to anyone who was there live because you guys really made the stream. This is the difference between me streaming now and how I used to make content. Can you imagine me trying to play a game like that back in the day before I had an audience to interact with? I was sitting around with my thumb up my butt bored, waiting for matches. Today, I have people to chill with, and I'm really appreciative of that. And by the way, support today, pretty darn good. We actually hit all of our goals on the first stream. The late stream, we did decent for an impromptu fighting game stream. So thank you all for a great streaming day, okay? Now, tomorrow, it's time to give you what you want. You guys, for over a week, almost 2, have been demanding that I take Pokemon Scarlet and I move it back from a night stream back to where it originally was as a daytime stream. And I told you all I would do this as long as you guys agree that you're going to show up and you're going to basically be there and chill with me like you were when it was that first week when it came out. Those first 4 streams went really well. So tomorrow, Saturday, the 10th of December, that's exactly what we're doing. On the main gameplay stream tomorrow, it's going to be Pokemon Scarlet. You guys are going to chill with me. Hopefully, we're going to have some fun. Hopefully, we'll bring back a lot of the viewership that we had lost, engagement, support, etc. You're going to be able to name Pokemon for $25. Yes, we're going to have the Pikachu hat if we hit the tips goal. And we're going to be heading further eastward. I believe there's a Titan Pokemon to check out. I believe there might be another gym and or city in that direction to check out. So it'll be fun. It'll be a good, chill, relaxing 3+ hour Pokemon Scarlet stream tomorrow morning. Okay? And then, well, I say tomorrow morning. Actually, it's tomorrow afternoon, 12:45 p.m. Pacific time is when gameplay starts. There you go. Tomorrow night, more Warzone on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. I hope you'll join me for it. I hope you'll continue to help me with it as I try to get better at it. And remember, Warzone has an incredible amount of downtime as the early parts of the game. Usually I'm gathering, resources. I'm running around and trying to stay inside the circle. And there's a lot of ample opportunity for conversation while I'm doing that. So I hope that you will join me for that. It's usually a good time. So far, this first 2 streams of it have been good. And I'm looking forward to more tomorrow night. All right? So happy to have beaten Callisto Protocol today. Loved the ending. Had a few gripes, but for the most part, really great game. Watch my final part if you want the formal review of it, because, man, do I go in detail about my true thoughts about it and slamming the people who basically were just irresponsible douchebags on the internet to try to get the bandwagon mentality out there rather than caring about what they saying and doing, having repercussions for people. And then Friday Night Fights was great. So outstanding streaming day. 0 complaints from me. 2 thumbs up. Super fun. Thank you all. Great streams. Please have a good evening. See you tomorrow for the return of Pokemon. Thanks, everyone. Peace out. See you then.